What I'm about to show you is 22 strategies to get absolutely rich with AI in 2025. There's a lot of BS fluff coming out right now when it comes to AI. Sell this automation for $10,000, sell this thing here. But what they're actually not telling you is what business owners actually want, what business owners are actually paying for, and what multiple hundreds of agency owners are selling right now to get absolutely rich. Probably one of the most qualified people to talk about this, as I not only run my own seven-figure AI business, but I also coach hundreds of agency owners that are AI driven, what's products and services to sell. But I also have one of the largest AI agency coaching programs in this space, so I'm able to see exactly what AI driven agency owners are selling on a day-to-day basis to generate them $1, $2, $5, and $10,000 a month even per client. Let's dive in. The first strategy that I'm going to show you to get absolutely rich with AI is AI-driven Facebook and Instagram ads. This is controlling the creative, the copy, and the media buying for our clients. So think of this as traditional SMMA, but with an AI twist. When VO3 came out, I launched an ad within 24 hours that dropped my lead cost in half, and you can check it out here.
Breaking news. AI is not going to steal your clients.
Agencies that use AI better than you are going to steal your clients.
Clients are more burned than ever. You are selling the same service as everyone else.
And soon, anyone will be able to run ads.
I use Advantage plus targeting and CB.
See, VO3 so easy, even your grandma could do it. I actually have a full VO3 ads tutorial on my YouTube video to show you exactly what I did to generate ads like the ones that you just saw. Check that out if you want to run ads like these for your clients and get them paying you multiple thousands of dollars every single month. The second AI strategy to get rich with AI is going to be AI voice receptionists. These AI voice receptionists you can charge anywhere from $500 to $10,000 a month depending on complexity to local businesses or pretty much any service-based business. Most of them miss a ton of phone calls, and once you run ads for a lot of your clients like I have generating hundreds of thousands of leads, you realize the clients are not the best at calling and contacting their leads right away. So what you can do is implement something with a retail or VAPI to set up one of these AI voice receptionists. I also have a completely free YouTube video showing you exactly how I set these agents up inside of retail, all the prompts that I'm using to get killer results for our clients right now, how we prompt it, can it fill out the knowledge bases, and then also connect it on the back end to N8N for the automation tools. So this is right now something we're doing that has business owners paying us $1,000 to $2,000 every single month for. The third thing you can do is AI sales reps. So you can take the AI voice receptionist a step further and introduce more of a sales language. So these AI sales reps are voice reps over the phone that can lead qualify, book, schedule, confirm, even take some kind of deposits for your clients, and potentially even sell your product or service for them. This is very valuable for e-commerce, local business, anybody that runs any kind of sales team. And one of the limiting factors that I see for most businesses is that they truly just suck at sales. So the AI voice receptionists or the AI sales reps allow them to not have to hire human reps again. So what you can do is just essentially build the same exact system that I showed you here, but instead of prompting it to be a receptionist, you prompt it to be an appointment setter, lead generation SDR specialist. And then you just adjust and tweak a few things. For the knowledge base, what we'll do is we'll take our last sales calls for the past couple months, upload them to a GPT transcript, plug it in, and condense it down to just the objections and questions that are most common that we get on our sales calls, and then feed that data into the AI so it understands our offer entirely and is able to handle complex questions to move the sales process forward. The fourth thing that we're going to cover is AI SMS text responders for inbound leads. So think about this as AI text, basically. You can use some kind of software like a Pointwise, which is essentially just a GPT wrapper that will message your clients' leads for them. There is Go High Level, there's also CloseBot, there's a couple other softwares that do this functionality. Pointwise is the one that we use, but essentially you can build an agent that will text and respond to all of your clients' leads, integrate with their CRM, either book appointments or help without the sales process overall. This is a nice conjunction to have when you have voice receptionists and sales reps. 80% of the appointments that we typically get come from either voice or sales reps. However, we get 10-20% that come over the text messages themselves. This is nice to be able to auto-respond and get instantaneous feedback 24/7, 365. The next strategy we're going to go over is taking this also a step further and going over AI customer service and support bots. So what you can do is, instead of booking appointments or driving sales, the AI can also answer miscellaneous questions that the prospects have or that your current existing customers have. What the AI customer service box can do is answer questions your existing customers have to help out with a lot of the miscellaneous questions that bog down your customer service or customer support reps that are human. So you can either set up a text bot through AppointWise, you can set up a retail bot similar through retail that they can call into and handle questions. We also have built some autoresponders in Slack that message our clients automatically in Slack when they have questions. But these AI customer service bots are really valuable for business because they cut down significantly on payroll costs and allow your employees to do more of the higher leverage things and not get caught up in too many miscellaneous small level questions that your clients and customers may be asking. Super valuable. You can charge anywhere from $1,000 up to $10,000 depending on complexity for this service. Number 6, we're going to go over AI copywriters. So what you can do is you can actually use AI like ChatGPT, Claude, Poppy AI, things like that to generate scripts, VSLs, ads, LinkedIn posts, blog posts, email newsletters for your clients that people will pay you multiple thousands of dollars every single month for. This is a really cool service to offer as it's pretty relatively easy to deliver and only takes a few seconds. What I do is I use a software like Poppy. You can also train a GPT or a Claude, and pretty much every email that we run is run through a custom trained GPT where I take all of my videos, my offer notes, testimonials, a little voice note, plug them into one AI tool, and then it writes emails for our email newsletter, for example. You can also use the same kind of flow for LinkedIn posts, Instagram content, short form content, ads, VSLs, etc. Everything that you see that I post on social media these days has been run through or at least complemented with some kind of AI tool. Number 7, we are going to go over AI-powered YouTube ad scripting and editing. So this is maybe even a little bit more specific one off of the copywriting. What you can do is, again, use a tool like Poppy.ai or build a custom GPT that's trained on your clients' offers, their videos that explain their tonality and how they talk, as well as training it on like how to write YouTube videos, how to do storytelling, examples of good YouTube storytelling, the script templates, so what the scripts look like, and then you can basically use all this information to feed in and pull out some really high quality video prompts for YouTube. So essentially it will script from start to finish an entire YouTube video that's trained on a good hook, intro, script throughout, and has a high converting potential. There is business owners like myself, I pay multiple thousands of dollars per month on a YouTube coach who leverages AI to do this. Yes, of course, he overviews and oversees the scripting that they come out with and has some generalized direction, but it's really cool. You can also copy over any YouTube video link of maybe a competitor or an angle that you want to steal or copy. You can paste it into Poppy or any kind of tool like this, connect it to your generalized LLM and say, hey, write me a full script video in my tonality and my offer and my language on this video topic, and you are set and ready to rock and roll. The 8th strategy we're going to go over is AI social media content creation. So this is creating full-length shorts, reels, carousels, etc., all driven with AI. Right now, we're pretty much using AI for all of our short form content. So what I did is I fed it an algorithm of my story, my Instagram reels. And what I did is I scripted it on, a Rob the Bank style reel. I have the script. What I can do is even paste that in to a VO3, a HeyGen style video generator, and generate AI driven UGC. You can also go into VO3, that tool where you've seen like the Yetis and the Abominable Snowmans, and build that custom tailored to your clients and launch their social media all without them having to film videos. Number 8, we're going to go over AI automations. So this is your generalized AI use case when you think of AI. For most people, what this looks like is building out end-to-end automations for either marketing, operations, systems, processes. So we have, like, for example, an email autoresponder that responds to all of my emails instantaneously, generalized things like that. We also have sales, like review all of our intros, our demos, our Fathom recordings, etc., as well as so many different operational and marketing components. What this is kind of like a generalized automation specialist. There's still a place in the marketplace for this kind of service, as right now people are investing in end-to-end developers that are a little bit more dynamic and can build out a custom things based off their needs. So you can either charge retainers, you can charge big ticket proposals, and you can work out different leverage points to get paid multiple thousands of dollars for building out end-to-end automations. And you can use ChatGPT to build you out most of these automations in end-to-end JSON codes. The 10th strategy I'm going to go over is AI chatbots for lead capture on websites. So this takes kind of the AI text a little bit further. And if you've ever seen this bubble at the bottom of a website that asks your questions or get feedback, responses, etc., you can build those AI tools quickly, cheaply, and easily for your clients and charge them a few hundred to up to a few $1,000s to have an AI chatbot on their website, which is pretty cool. For number 11, we are going to go over AI-driven cold email. So this is a really cool system that you can essentially build, which is essentially scraping the list of all your clients' relative niche leads, uploading those lists to a lead qualification tool, or essentially a verifier that makes sure the emails are legit, and then automatically running through some kind of AI tool through instantly to send out mass volume of emails. I've seen multiple people build out end-to-end workflows that do this, and it's a very valuable service because it drives revenue and booked appointments for your niche very cheaply. Number 12, we're going to go over AI-driven SEO. So this can be citations, directory listings, Google My Business optimization, website, blog posting, etc. But right now, SEO is essentially how many times can I get my name, business, niche, services, etc. listed on Google so that when people search for those services, I come up first. And what you can do with AI is essentially create infinite amount of SEO, blog posts, articles, etc. to help you boost your search rankings in Google, which is very valuable, especially for local businesses like plumbers, electricians, chiropractors, dentists, etc. And most businesses will gladly pay you $500 to $2,000, $5,000 a month for this type of service. SEO has been one of the longest lasting SMMA marketing services of all time. AI-driven SEO, especially even ChatGPT SEO, so ranking you within ChatGPT search, which is a new thing, can be very lucrative if it's done correctly. Strategy number 13, we're going to go over AI website builders. So it's really cool now. What you can do is essentially go into ChatGPT and explain the type of website that you want. It will spit out what's called an HTML code, which is essentially a website code on the back end for most websites. You can paste that into Webflow, into WordPress, into most sites, and instantaneously create high quality, high converting websites with AI. As you know, most business owners will pay $500 to multiple thousands of dollars, even $10,000 plus for high quality websites. And now you can use AI to build them quicker, faster, and more streamlined than ever. The next strategy we're going to go over to get absolutely rich with AI is AI software buildouts in Lovable or Cursor. Right now, you can use a software like Lovable to build out full softwares from scratch with almost one prompt and very little oversight that actually are functional and work. It's very interesting to see how quality this is. For example, we built out an agency software for like my Nathan AI that's trained on all my information for people in the group to ask me questions, workflow libraries. We built out and ranked various AI tools. We have things like an ad writer that'll write your ads for you, a sales call analyzer, a cold email writer, email campaign writer, growth plan creator to get to the next level. But I built out this software myself with zero coding experience from scratch using Lovable. This software would have cost me at least $100,000 to $200,000 in software development costs a year or two ago. It's very interesting that you can see. So you can charge people tens of thousands of dollars for some of these software build outs. Even if you're delivering it on AI, they don't care or don't even need to know. All they care about is the result. But with most of the time, you can go into ChatGPT, explain the software that you want, and have it ask you some clarifying questions, then have it built a very big prompt that you can paste into Lovable and have it one shot, basically a full software. Absolutely freaking insane. The 15th strategy we're going to go over is AI sales managers. So right now what we have is an AI that reviews all of our intro calls, demo calls, etc., that my sales team will take and give instantaneous feedback on the sales process. This is really, really effective for decreasing the amount of time that I, as a business owner and sales manager in my company, spend on sales management, which, you know, the biggest part is call reviews. So instantaneous, my sales reps get feedback right after every single call takes place. So you can set up that automation. You can also go a step further and have some kind of KPIs, dashboards, or even coaching. A buddy of mine, Luke Alexander, has a software that we use called Kendo AI that allows you to role play with an AI tool that's pretty cool, and it will give you, team and analytics and dashboard feedback to see how your reps are doing on the AI side of things. So you can see the ranking systems, you can see any flagged calls, and you can see how your reps are doing overall when it comes to the sales process. This is really interesting to make sure that your sales reps are dialed in, are handling their proper objections, and most importantly, this drives a ton of freaking revenue for businesses. The 16th strategy we're going to go over is AI logo branding tools and designs. So what you can do is essentially now with ChatGPT, you can ask it, I have a really cool agency coaching program that helps AI-driven agencies grow and scale. What I want you to do is create an image of a potential logo for this program. Our initials are AIR for AI Revolution. So have that incorporated in the overall logo and then spit something back to me. It should be cool, modern, a little bit techie, a little bit AI focused, and let me see what you got. So what I'm doing is essentially having AI create a logo from scratch for me. So you can have a logo created, you can have full branding assets created, websites, themes, color schemes, everything that you need from a branding logo perspective, all created entirely with AI and artificial intelligence, which is absolutely freaking insane. So even if I don't like the example of what it's about to give me, I can still reiterate upon it, give it feedback, custom tailor to what I need exactly. And this saves me a ton of time from building out something in Canva off of just like a stock template that maybe somebody hasn't used overall. So let's see what it comes up with. So that's actually kind of cool. I like that one. It's like Air AI Revolution, has a little bit of techiness to it. You can also have it say like, hey, maybe redo the font in a matrix font, or I want a specific font that I want to use that we use for a lot of our other marketing resources and materials. But this is something that businesses will pay a lot of money for. I know in Fiverr and Upwork, you can charge anywhere from like 50 to 100 all the way up to thousands of dollars for branding assets as well. I mean, Pepsi spent $1 million in 2008 for the redesign of their logo. So there's companies, obviously they didn't do that in one ChatGPT prompt. I think they did a whole bunch of different work that comes into it, but you can probably download all those documents to see what they did there. And then, like different waveforms and globe dynamics, very interesting stuff. But you can probably upload all that to a GPT and say, hey, now give me a Pepsi quality logo for free without me spending $1 million plus, and then charge businesses for that as well. For number 17, we're going to go over AI replicas of CEOs, coaches, and consultants. So there's a trend going around now where a lot of people that produce a lot of ads, a lot of social media content like myself would love to get an AI-driven version of ourselves that has our look, has good quality lip sync, and displays our voice correctly so that we can produce essentially an infinite amount of video creative. So this is one of the members of my coaching group who has an AI-driven version of his avatar that he goes and sells this to his clients for multiple thousands of dollars, that's really, really cool and allows him to produce infinite versions of himself and his clients, which is all driven with AI. Yes, you can kind of tell if you look closely with its AI, but it's still really, really cool and allows you to produce a ton of variations. Number 18, we're going to go over AI podcast and video repurposing in clips. So what you can do is essentially have business owners pay you thousands of dollars to take their podcast, their YouTube content, their long form Twitch streams, etc., and then automatically create clips from this. Right now there's softwares like Opus Clip, which allow you to plug in, essentially a video link, and it will automatically find viral clips, download them, and even has them pre-edited for you. You can also build your own AI tool that will do this and kind of virally generate that stuff for you. But this is a really cool use case to mass distribute content for creators. As you know, there's a wave of clippers coming onto the marketplace that are looking to partner with big creators to produce a boatload of volume. And if you can automate as much of that process as possible or produce an even more insane amount of volume with AI-driven tools, well, you're going to get paid significantly well for it. So this is software that I've used multiple times, and I'm sure business owners would pay multiple thousands of dollars for. Number 18, we have AI recruiting and applicant screening. So this is kind of a niche thing, but right now we have a ton of applicants for various positions coming in. And most of the time, these guys are using ChatGPT to make all their job descriptions and message sequences, etc. So why not use ChatGPT or AI tools to review all the applicants, determine which ones are quality, then you can even potentially identify a lead score, or essentially an applicant score of the quality of the applicant themselves on a scale of 1 to 10, based off of their experience and the numbers that they put inside of some kind of form or application. Then automatically have an AI review that, rank it, and then even automatically send an interview request. So this is a really cool potential tool for a lot of people who struggle or spend a lot of time, like I do, at a high level. Once you get above 100 and 200K a month, a lot of your time is spent hiring, training, and managing team members. So the more I can cut out on the hiring side of things, the better. Number 22 or 20, we are going to go over AI training bots for sales reps, role play, and instantaneous feedback. So this is pretty cool. Like I mentioned with a Kendo.ai feature, right? You can essentially create some kind of AI version of this where I can have a potential agency owner or a potential prospect in my niche, and I can start a video or audio session with him and essentially role play a sales training scenario.
Hey there, I'm Jake Anderson. I'm interested to learn more about your solution and see if there might be a fit for our business needs.
Hey Jake, what are you struggling with in the agency right now?
Yeah, honestly, it's just kind of been the same thing for a while now. We're stuck around 12K a month. Like, I add a client, then lose one, so it never really moves up. I feel like I'm just doing the same stuff over and over, and it's burning me out a bit. I know AI could probably help, but I don't really know where to start.
I know where you're coming from, Jake. A lot of people actually come to us for a lot of the same things. Now, when you say that you're burning out and that's frustrating, what do you feel like is behind that? What's going on there? Can you break it down for me a little bit more?
Yeah, I think it's just like I'm wearing all the hats, setting up campaigns.
So you guys get the point, right? I can essentially create these kind of bots similar to what, my buddy Luke Alexander did with Kendo AI, to have these AI training bots for sales reps to go in and dial this in. I believe he built that on something similar to Lovable. You can build them out custom, or you can essentially white label a version of that kind of software, create something similar to have business owners pay you significant amount of money to make sure their reps are dialed in and consistent. Now, let's get into AI strategy number 21, which is AI. Right now, you can make millions of dollars selling AI-driven female images to disgusting men in their mom's basement that will be willing to pay the extreme amounts of money that you can make potentially. Guys, I'm absolutely joking here. Absolutely do not touch AI OnlyFans. Sure, you can make millions a month. I've heard and met people here in Miami, Florida that are making millions a month with this model. But at the end of the day, it's ethics and morals, and this is not a sustainable, scalable business. Guys, we want to build actual AI strategies. We want to actually have tangible value to the marketplace and actually be able to sleep at night. So don't do this strategy. I just threw it in there for a little bit of fun as well too. But to recap, the 20-second strategy, which I recommend, is actually going to be a combination of the first two. My favorite strategy that I would recommend is right now run ads for your clients, right? Run ads with AI-driven ad creative, and then plug in a voice receptionist or a voice sales rep on the back end to call all the leads for those ads. This is exactly what we're doing inside of my AI business right now to generate our clients an infinite amount of money, because essentially we can run a ton of high quality AI ads and then make sure every lead is qualified, scheduled, etc. Now that you understand what's working right now that you can get business owners paying you multiple thousands of dollars for, you need to understand the strategy behind it to actually build a sustainable business. And there's a specific way to package and sell these AI strategies that allows AI agency owners to generate millions, whereas other people are struggling just getting 1,000 or 2,000 retainer. So check out this video if you want to learn exactly how you can stop selling SMMA or traditional agency services and sell AI strategies instead if you want to build a real sustainable, not being disrupted by AI kind of business in 2025.